So, welcome. This is Hogarth's Global Astrology. Know your planets, know yourself. You guys know this routine. Here you can see all of my wonderful students. Would you mind giving a little wave to camera? Yeah, and a hello. So this is a little bit of an 8-minute wire. It's only going to be 5 minutes, guys. Well, obviously all of you are going to be experiencing this. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has made this all happen. We're here in sunny Santa Fe. We're going to be learning about Vedic astrology, everyone's charts, and all the different comparisons. This isn't for sound quality recording because everyone's going to be talking, but it's a nice little aid memoir where we've got a little visual record of our time together today. So, well, I'm not going to turn the camera now because you see everyone's going to be like, turn the camera. Okay, I'll do a little, no. I'll do a little swivel. There we are. That's everyone there. All right, everyone there. All right, so let's just start a little bit. Oh gosh, and I forget this has got the wibbly wobbly legs. Right, no more requests, guys. No more last minute things.
No.
Just all right. Just because it just throws me off a bit. All right, there we go. There we are. So the important thing, what I want everyone to look at today, what we're going to do now, remember yesterday we spoke about broadly about the planets, what they mean, who they represent, etc. So what does the sun represent in the chart?
The
Father.
Father. What does the moon represent in the chart?
Mother.
Right, what is Mars?
It's okay.
Mars will be your siblings.
Mars is siblings.
Mars is your siblings, but brothers in particular. So if you've got siblings but you don't have a brother, your sister will take on some of the qualities of Mars, yeah? But mainly Venus. Now remember, what is Venus? Can you remember what's Venus?
Venus is the good life.
Yeah?
It says the good life.
But it's also women, yeah?
Women.
So Venus will
Women.
represent the significant women in your life and will also represent secondary characteristics of your mother. If you have daughters, yeah, Venus will also represent your daughters. She will also be your sister or sisters, yeah? So if you have sisters, you look at Venus first, yeah? But if you only have a sister and you have no brother, then your sister will also take on the qualities of Mars as well, yeah? Depends who is where and stuff like that. Now with Jupiter, who is Jupiter? Particularly a woman's chart. Who is Jupiter? The husband! Yes, now look, there's one guy, Dennis, you know, just for the record. Is here.
Talking husband.
Yeah, exactly, it's talking husband. But Jupiter will also represent the significant men in your life.
Yes.
Yeah? So he has secondary characteristics of the father, but also as well, he can also represent sons, particularly a son that is either particularly very wise, knowledgeable, helpful, or virtuous. That will take on the qualities of Jupiter. So I think I said secondary characteristics of the father, but the classic one is the husband. But even in men's charts, Jupiter is still the significant men in a person's life. So it will represent his sons as well, or any guru or teacher, irrespective of their gender. Gurus, teachers, all of this stuff, Jupiter. What is Saturn in the chart? Remember?
The teacher, the tester.
Yes, so he's the teacher and the tester. Wherever Saturn is, Saturn will show your strife, yeah? But particularly in the early part of your life, and in the D1 chart in particular, that will show your strife. It will show where you have to work hard in your life and where you have to put forward efforts, where you have some of your biggest lessons and karmas, but he will also show you where you can get those rewards if you master those things. Jupiter and Venus are what? Benefics. They're generous planets. They just give regardless if you're a good person or not. Saturn is stingy, yeah? He will only give if he thinks that you've earned it. But when he does give, he can actually be one of the most generous planets of all, and his gifts are permanent, yeah? So it's like winning the Oscar or some big achievement in your life. All right, so those are those planets that we could see. Oh, Mercury. What is Mercury?
Communication.
Right, yes, absolutely. Mercury is the planet of communications of all kinds, but he's not just that, he's also your friends. Wherever Mercury is in the chart can show what type of friends that you have. Yeah. So I think that's covered all of the inner planets. Let's go to some of the outer planets and we'll get them all and then I'll stop the recording there. So what is Uranus, everyone?
Shock and surprise.
Right, yes. Uranus is the planet of sudden shocks and surprises.
And the planet of electricity.
Say again?
And the planet of electricity.
Exactly, planet of electricity, but he also deals with mavericks and unusual characters. He deals with brilliant people. So you know, like some of those ones that might just have an exceptional knowledge in something, yeah?
My uncle was the most important person in our family. His name was Uranus.
Wow!
Yes.
How extraordinary. So he deals with mavericks, unusual people, can do with inventors, brilliance of all kinds. We can also be wacky and eccentric and unusual, yeah? What is Neptune?
The great dissolver.
Great dissolver, yeah? Oh no, that's Mercury. The shadow of Mercury is the trickster. Okay, so Neptune,
Illusions and delusions.
he's known as the great dissolver. So Neptune can deal with illusions and delusions, dreams and fantasies, but he's also very, very spiritual. He's the higher octave of Venus. So Neptune can be opulent and over the top. So one of my nicknames is like traffic. Venus, imagine makeup, yeah? Venus might be a little bit of blusher, some lipstick, and a bit of mascara, yeah? Neptune will be RuPaul's Drag Race. Yeah? It's over the top. Venus represents vehicles and boats of all kinds. So Neptune can represent those things, but he's more like big yachts, cruise liners, because he's the god of the sea. He also deals with liquids of all kinds, pharmaceuticals, gases, anything that takes you out of your body. So he's also as well like opiates and painkillers and stuff like that. You know when you breathe the gas to be knocked out, or if you're in labor or what have you, Neptune. Yeah? All right, so who is Pluto? Yeah? Transformation, everyone remember? All right. Pluto is Hades, god of the underworld. Pluto shows the most intense areas in your life, where you're going to have the most transformation, be it good, bad, or ugly, yeah? Pluto is the god of the underworld. Pluto is where we have some of our most transformative things happen to us in our life. And do you remember how I was saying that sometimes a Pluto transit can be like having open heart surgery without anesthetic? And do you remember that person I was telling you about who literally went through that? So Pluto will show where your collective karmas are as well for your ancestral line. And when you have a planet conjunct Pluto, that emphasizes that all the more. And for those who have Pluto conjunct the star Regulus at 4 to 6 degrees of Leo, it means you've been nominated by your ancestors to clear your ancestral line. Yeah? So there's that. All right, what is Rahu? Didn't really cover here. What's Rahu? Yeah?
So
Okay.
Rahu.
The head without the body.
Right, the head without the body. Rahu is our point of destiny in the chart. Yeah? Wherever Rahu is, it shows the direction in life that we're supposed to go in. However, Rahu represents the jungle. He's pretty scary. So that area of life where Rahu is, we feel a bit icky. Sometimes it's not until our second half of life that we actually start to follow our Rahu. So Rahu is the head, the dragon's head without the body. My nickname for him is Gobble Gobble. He is excessive, he is over the top. Rahu loves sex, drugs, drink, booze, smoking, cigarettes, fame, all of the material pleasures of the world Rahu loves. And he's always trying to get us to make mistakes, so we create karma and we come back, so he gets to have more of the things he really likes. All right, now what is Ketu?
Chop, chop.
Right, snip, snip. Ketu is the south node of the moon. That is the body of the dragon without the head. Ketu doesn't give a damn about the material world. Yeah, Rahu loves the material world. Ketu's just like, I don't care. Ketu is spiritual. Rahu is as well, but Ketu is the moksha karka. Karka means indicator of. Moksha means liberation from this world. Wherever your Ketu is, it's talking about your previous lives, your past lives, things that you've conquered. Rahu is the jungle, Ketu is the fortress. It's where we go to feel safe, but can be also very anal. Yeah? He can be brilliant for research, but he also deals with geeks, loners, yeah, and people that plot dodgy stuff in their basements, yeah, or try and shoot people dead. That's also Ketu, yeah? All right, so there's two more that we've not really discussed. One of them is Ceres, and one of them is Chiron. So Ceres is with the hook, with the cross through the bottom. So Ceres is the Roman name for the original Greek goddess Demeter. Ceres, Demeter is the goddess of harvest. Ceres is where we get the name cereal from. Yeah. So what does Ceres represent? Ceres, what I found, also represents the maternal line. The moon does it, but I find Ceres really is talking about your female line, so your grandmothers, great-grandmothers, all of that stuff. But it's great-grandmother, grandmother, mother, daughter, granddaughter energy. Saturn, I find, deals a lot with the male grandparents in general, but they can interchange. Ceres, like we said, is the Roman name for the goddess Demeter. Demeter had a very famous daughter called Persephone, yes, who was abducted and taken into the underworld, and they had to create a deal. Yeah, Persephone could spend spring, summer, and fall with her mother, but every winter she had to return back to the underworld, Hades, where she'd become queen. What I found is this: whenever Ceres is in your chart, it can show you where you've lost something or someone and are trying to get it back, or you have someone or something and you may fear losing it. Yeah? But it also shows where we give our love and compassion, and it will also show where your grandmother is still looking after you even when she's passed. Yeah? Oh, Betty. One. Oh, okay. Do you want to come in?
I'm looking for Julie.
Julie, she's here.
She's quiet. The day two was kicked in, so I'm still not functional.
Do you want, are you able to listen
come
in?
in. Oh, no, I'm so sorry, I just need
No,
to give
good.
her
Go ahead,
money.
keep going. I'll
okay.
catch up.
No problem.
Here you go.
Oh, bless her. Okay, so we need to talk about now Chiron. Yes, Chiron. Now Chiron is the key. Do you see the little thing in your chart that looks like a key? Yeah? So if you actually look, there's a little figure, and it literally looks like a key. No, that one, Chiron is here. So it's like a little circle with a K on the top. Right. All right. So who is Chiron? Who's heard of Chiron before?
Wounded healer.
Yeah. Right. Chiron is the wounded healer. I'm just a bit worried about the sound.
The Wounded Warrior.
Hey guys.
Julie.
Sorry.
Julie.
Sound. All right. Last part. Chiron. So what is Chiron? Chiron is what? The wounded healer. Wherever Chiron is in your chart, in your D1, in the top box, yeah, it will show potentially where you have received a wound in life. It could be mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, or financial. Sometimes it's all five of those things.
Does it say when, like the date or anything?
Oh, well, I'll get onto that in a minute. But no, not necessarily. But it's there from birth. Yeah.
Okay.
So wherever it is in the chart, whichever house it's in, whatever sign it's in, whatever planets it's with, will show where that potential wounding has come from. Because all of us have wounds
Yes, we
when
do.
we come down here. None of us get away
No,
for free.
No.
Yeah? No.
Everyone has
Pisces
experience.
as a sign represents the feet. The 12th house is the feet. Yeah? Chiron will literally, it will show your wounds. However, in your D9, which is the lower box, wherever Chiron falls in the chart, there will show how you are healing, have healed, or are healing others. Yeah? So Chiron is a very, very important planet. And this is why in traditional Vedic astrology, they only look at 9 factors, yeah? Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. And Rahu and Ketu, 9, yeah, in traditional Vedic astrology. As you know, I'm a Neo-Vedic astrologer. I include those outer planets. Why? Because they're too important to leave out. The outer planets, Ceres and Chiron, are the secret source of your lives. They're the weird stuff that happens. The weird stuff. Because those main planets, they're pretty predictable. Think about wherever Uranus is, you're going to have something strange there. Neptune is going to show where there'll be a bit of a deception, yeah, or a scandal, or something spiritual. Pluto will show your intense experiences. Ceres will show where you've lost something and you're trying to get it back, or where you're giving your devotion, yeah? And of course, you know, Pluto shows all those intense things, and Chiron shows the wounds. So you see how it's important to look at everything. So I think that's enough for in terms of to camera, because that's just a good aid memoir. And now what I want to do is I'm actually going to start, we're going to look at your charts and I'm going to start grouping you guys by ascendant.
Okay.
Yeah? By ascendant.
Okay.
Yeah, right, so we'll see. All right,
Why?
let's stop
Why
the
are you
recording there.
grouping us by
Okay.
ascendant?
Wait a minute, let me finish.